What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I did want to do a second video here on the entire linking your Microsoft account on PlayStation to play Forza Horizon 5. Now, the reason why I did want to do this is there has been a lot of different issues with it. Players really are experiencing a lot of different problems with this stuff, and I do wonder in ways if Microsoft is going to be aware of this, guys. So the biggest thing I want to do with this video is, well, let's share this. Let's try to get this to them to show them if there are still issues going on with this, as this game is going to be out for almost 5 or so months now, and I would say a lot of people are probably going to want to, be able to play the game, not have issues and little, like, hiccups and stuff. So again, say your issues in the comments below, guys. Hopefully Microsoft is going to see this and probably acknowledge some of the issues. Now, in the one video I did end up doing pretty much talking about the linking of the game, I did have a link in that said video where you could go and tell them about the issues you might be having and stuff, and it does seem like a lot of players are experiencing a bunch of different issues with this. Some of these are going to be along the lines of when you get onto the game, it's going to then ask you sign in is required. Another one is going to say that your account is linked to a different Microsoft account. One of the other ones is going to say that you do need online, or you have to be required to play the game with that or something. The other part with that is some people are trying to get onto the game the first time, and it's going to say that you're linked to another account, and with that you try to do like the QR code, it doesn't even show up, or it's not going to let you sign in and get the actual access to it. And I gotta admit, guys, a lot of games nowadays for some reason do keep doing the entire link your account here, like Nacon or Ubisoft, and all these games are doing it. Even EA and Battlefield and stuff like that do the same thing, and to be honest, I do feel like the entire account linking thing is going to be a good thing. That is when it is going to work, for that matter. If there's going to be issues behind it or something is going to happen, which Forza is kind of showing that a bit with Microsoft, which, if you guys are wondering, this is not going to be a specific PlayStation issue, as apparently there was also issues with Forza Horizon 5 on PC and Xbox before, even 2 or 3 years ago, which I found pretty interesting. I really do hope they actually get a lot of this stuff fixed, and that way players can, play the game and enjoy it. But again, guys, say your issues in the comments below. I'm also curious on what you might be experiencing and maybe some new things that did end up popping up. Now, a few solutions I did end up seeing is some of these things which you guys can try. For example, if it is going to say that your account is linked to another one, some people did end up making a new account, and that did end up allowing them to then, link it and play the game and stuff. The other thing, though, is if you were getting something along the lines of sign in required, one of my friends did end up saying this, other people said the same thing. Turn your internet off, get on the game, and then try to connect that way when you're in the game. It is then going to sign you in that way. My friend did end up having that issue, as he is going to have an account on this game and also Minecraft. So he did end up getting on Minecraft, everything is there, so he then got back on this game. He pretty much went offline mode or whatever, got back on, and the game did end up signing him back in. So that is going to be a solution there. Someone else did end up saying they were trying to go in like a hotspot, turn their Wi-Fi off, use a different Wi-Fi piece or something, and that did end up fixing it as well. Honestly, you shouldn't have to do any of this stuff, but at least there is going to be some type of workarounds to it. The other part people were discussing was if you are having issues with trying to get on the game, like if you are doing the QR code and it wasn't showing up or it's not letting you sign in or something, some people would end up deleting the game and then downloading it again. The issue with that is people were losing all of their progress. One way I could say to do this is make sure you guys back up your saves on the cloud there. That way you can then download it again. Hopefully that will end up working that way. I do know a few people, they did that. It was fine. But if you are going to have to delete your saves and then try to get on the game again, especially after playing it a bit, honestly, that is going to be insanely ridiculous. Hopefully a lot of this stuff is going to get situated, because I do feel like a lot of people having these many issues with this, guys, is honestly pretty insane with it. And I kind of wonder if Microsoft was anticipating these many people to actually get on the game, as it's going to be well over 3 million probably plus players getting onto it. So yeah, it's probably confusing the system, or the entire system's obviously going to be flawed in some way. One of the other things, though, is someone was saying once they did the QR code, they signed in, the Let's Go button wasn't even showing up. And one of the ways someone did say to fix that is to try to go in like an incognito page or something like that, fixed it. I really don't know why, guys. I have no idea why there has to be like workarounds and a workaround to then work around to get into the game, right? I really don't know, but I was going through the comments and looking what people were saying, and these are just some of the issues people were talking about with a few solutions that might end up helping you. Again, I would say one of the biggest things though is a sign-in required thing, guys. Try getting into the game offline and turning your internet on and then trying to sign in that way. That did seem to fix the issue for people, or even trying like a hotspot, like a mobile hotspot or different Wi-Fi or something. Again, you shouldn't have to do this stuff. Some of the other problems players are also facing is going to be like they'd end up logging into the game, then it's going to say login required. Some people did end up changing their password, which fixed it for them. Others would end up changing their password. One person said that it basically said you are connected on a different platform or something, or a different PlayStation. Like, what? Some of that really is confusing. Like, people might actually have issues getting on the game. They change their password, and they're going to be completely fine. They can play the game with no issues. That's all they had to do. Other people had to make a new account, connect it, they're good to go. Then other people would end up doing the same thing, trying some of that stuff, and they get like a different outcome, which is honestly crazy to me on the amount of issues this is facing. Now, this isn't going to be every single person, guys, or a lot of people might not end up facing this, but there is definitely going to be a big part of the fan base, or a good amount of people that are having issues signing in. So I really do hope Microsoft is going to address this and get this stuff fixed. That way players can jump in and actually play the game, have fun, not have issues signing in. And one of the other things I thought about is we are going to have Forza Horizon 6 coming. So, yeah, maybe getting the sign-in stuff, all that going to be fixed correctly. That way players aren't going to have this exact same issue on Forza Horizon 6 when they try to log into that game. Hopefully it's going to be fixed by then. But we all do know there is going to be a good amount of issues with this. Hopefully Microsoft will see it. Share it, guys. Like, discuss it with them. I don't know. Share it with them. Something like that if people are having issues. And again, say your problems in the comments below. I am curious. That way, maybe if you post it, someone might have a solution. Also, guys, if you do have an issue, if someone else does have a solution, make sure you comment back to them and let them know. That way, we can get some of this stuff situated.